The Atomic Nights, When the Earth Blacked Out, Chapter 2. Shortly, back in Durvale, after the Knights, including Brendan, once more on his feet, have learned some astonishing things about their strange, near-blind foes. They come from inside the Earth, where they've been plotting this invasion of the surface for decades. They can't stand light. That's why they're making the entire Earth dark so they can exist here as the ruling race. Yet they can see by means of their sensitivity to infrared rays that are invisible to us. And naturally, they learned our language. They've been spying on us for years, preparing this coup. The war 5 years ago gave them their chance, but they waited till the radiation died down to start their conquest. Listen, our Kimoli, the darkness-creating plants we bred, will soon cover the Earth completely. Then it will always be night here, and it will be our planet. He sounds pretty confident. Maybe he has a right to be, Hollis. What have we got to oppose their energy guns with? Well, they can't stand light. That's the one big advantage we have over them. But how can we use that advantage? If we try to attack them, we need light to see by, and any light gives off heat. So they'll be able to detect our presence at once and blast us. Wait a minute. Suddenly, the scientist member of the Atomic Knights seems aglow with excitement. Gardner, come to the window. Look out. There's our answer. Has Brendan's wound affected his mind? What is he pointing at? I don't... Then, good gosh, you mean the fireflies? Exactly. Do you see? What we need to beat those mole creatures is a form of light that doesn't give off any heat, that they can't detect. And firefly light is cold light. Brendan, you've put us on the right track. Now I'll carry the ball. Under the driving leadership of Gardner Grail, the entire town of Durvale is put to work. Catching fireflies? Editor's note: although all plants and animals were destroyed by the terrible radiation war of 1986, certain hardy tiny insects, like fireflies, escaped unscathed. More sacks of fireflies, Gardner. Dump them right in this pumpkin, Maureen. And as the night wears on, a collection of strange weapons takes shape in the headquarters of the Atomic Knights. Firefly-filled pumpkins. Taken from the vegetable garden of Durvale, one of the first patches on Earth to be cleansed of killing radiation and made ready for new growth. Next day, with Maureen left in charge of the dark-shrouded village. 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's like midnight. The horrid darkness of the mole creatures has reached Durvale. Grimly, the plucky young girl carries out her assigned duties. Everyone must stay indoors, Mr. Morris. It's not safe out. All right, Maureen, we'll keep Billy in. Meanwhile, on a hill near Durvale, a small pumpkin-carrying band has come to a halt. There they are. Our bodies give off a small amount of heat, but the creatures haven't detected us yet because we're too far from them. We dare not go any closer, not until we use the pumpkins. Right, Gardner? Let 'em roll. And moments later... Right, striking us? Where is it coming from? Since the firefly light is cold, the creatures can't detect its source. Their sensitivity to heat doesn't help them. The trick is working. The firefly light is stunning them. As 5 armored Avengers hurl themselves to the fray. They're firing wildly, all confused. Now's our chance, knights. Army at 'em. It's now or never. Either these mole creatures are going to control the Earth, or we humans are. Then, an unfortunate accident. Douglas fell, and his helmet came off, and that mole creature must be tuning in on him by its heat-detecting sense. About to blast Douglas. On the instant, Gardner acts with explosive energy, hurling one of the pumpkins at the mole man. And shortly,
the light cannot endure it any longer.
we surrender! Spare us! Do not shoot! They're beaten, giving up. Later, after a forced march to a nearby rift in the earth, the mole invaders came up out of this crevice in the earth, and now they're going back into it. Back down where they belong. I don't think they'll ever come up and try to conquer the surface again, Gardner. 'Cause they know now that we have the one weapon that can always beat them. Cold light. Thanks to the fireflies. And then, burning these strange shrubs short sets off a lot of smoke. We won't be able to tell if we've made any headway against the darkness until the smoke clears. As suspense rises, along with the clouds of smoke. Hooray, the sun! Boy, it never looked so good. The darkness is disappearing fast. And with the fight behind them, Douglas reveals a startling bit of news. And before we sent our prisoner below ground with the others of his mole race, I had a chance to question him again, and I obtained an amazing confession 5 years ago. On October 20th, 1986, the mole creatures sent a powerful energy pulse up from their underground dwelling. From now on, it should be only a matter of time before we can take over the surface of this planet. We need room for our race to expand. The energy packet flew unerringly and in split moments to a button in a secret war room behind many feet of concrete, a button triggered to send scores of H missiles across the Earth. And just about 5 minutes later, World War III was underway. Then it was the mole creatures who started World War III, and not any one of the nations on Earth? That's right, Gardner. But we humans still cannot escape responsibility. We made the surface of the Earth an armed camp, a global tinderbox. The mole creatures provided only the spark that set off the dreadful Holocaust. That's true. So true. Gardner, it's day again. This time, it must be a new day. Never again must nations be ready to destroy each other on this wonderful world. Watch for another Atomic Knights adventure in a forthcoming Strange Adventures.